Is Pay really a great way to earn some extra money online for free, or is it a waste of time? My name's Michael and I have previously talked about Pay, and many people have asked if it still pays, and I have kept testing it, and there's been quite a few updates, so I wanted to record a new video about it, an updated Pay review. And when I also did that, I did try to get paid again, and I came across some quite unusual thing in the whole payout process, and this is definitely something you need to be aware of. So I'll explain all that in this video so you can find out exactly how it works, what to be aware of, and if this is a service site you should join or not. So before I log in and show you how to earn, and then later we'll go over this whole payment process and my payment attempt here recently where I tried to get paid in cash, then let's first talk about who can join. And it says here on the website, money for everyone, and that is kind of true also. You can join from more or less all countries from what I've been able to find out. You can use the website to earn, or you can download the app through the App Store or through Google Play. So it is accessible for many people. But please, before joining or using it more, watch this full video because there is some very important information. But let me now log in and then we'll start going over how the earning opportunities currently are. So I have now logged into Pay, and as you can see, you can quickly find all the paid service here. You can see exactly how much you will get paid and approximately how long they take. And I would say it has a decent number of service, not like as many as some of my top favorite service sites, but it does have some. But also the rewards are, I would say, around average. It depends. Some of them pay quite well for your time, others not that well. But you can easily see where they are. You can just start taking them. But of course, be aware, as it is with all service sites, you will not qualify for all of them. And in my personal experience, again, this can vary from country to country and on your profile, but on Pay, it takes a little bit more patience for me to find the paid service I qualify for compared to many other service sites. But in addition to taking paid service, you can also earn by taking these paid offers. They have a few people they're working with here, not many compared to some of the top get paid to sites, and also in my experience, the get paid to sites that are specialized in paid offers, they usually pay more than Pay for the exact same offer. So I would say it's mainly interesting for the surveys, but whether it really is interesting or not, we'll go more into details about that later. Let's first talk about how much you can overall earn, and then I will show you how to cash out and the issues I have recently had with that. So there's one more way to earn, you can see here on Pay, called leaderboards, and this also gives you a good idea about how much you can overall earn. You can see personally I have right now $51 in my account. That has taken quite a while to get there, and also I have invited some people, so quite a bit of my earnings are from inviting other people to the platform, which I will likely not do anymore after my recent experience. More about that later. But anyways, you can see here it just gives you an idea that they actually have this leaderboard contest where they give away, like for example, $100 to the winner every week there. So I like that they do have a contest like this. It's not as great as the contest, for example, they have on free cash. I do have a video about free cash, which is one of my favorite get paid to sites. I'll leave a link in the top corner there, but it does have a quite good reward for a leaderboard contest. But this is also where you can see the top earners, how much have they earned. At the time of recording this video, we are kind of like more than halfway through the week, so you can see some people might be able to reach the top earners, $40, $50 a week here, but that's the top earners from countries where there's a lot of service available. So that's just to give you an idea. You can scroll down, you can see here, if you scroll all the way down, you can see the top 100 there, how much they would earn. So you can earn some nice extra money. This is kind of like the average. Again, there are higher paying service sites and all, but it's decent extra earnings you can get here. But when it comes to earning, what is most important is, of course, that you can actually get paid and get your earnings out. So let's go over that next, because this is where I recently had a bad experience that we definitely need to talk about. So overall, when it comes to the payout options on Pay, I actually really do like them because you can get paid via PayPal and choose between quite a lot of different cryptocurrencies. So I think that is great to have those options. And the exact payout threshold, however, will vary depending on your chosen method. If we, for example, choose Bitcoin, you can see you need to earn $15 to get paid. That is how it is for most of the cryptocurrencies there. But you can also see that to get $15, there is a fee, so you will have to pay more than $15 to get $15. But for example, right now the fees can go up and down. But for example, right now as of recording this, there wouldn't be any fee for Bitcoin, but there would be for the other cryptocurrencies. For Litecoin, it's a little bit less there. And you can see for PayPal also there is also a small fee. The payout threshold for PayPal is a little bit lower. It's at $10, so still a decent payout threshold for a service side. And I have been paid in the past, so I know that it actually usually does pay, but for some reason I did have some issue here last time that I tried to cash out, and I'll just show you that now because that really concerns me how they deal with this. It's okay sometimes if there's some kind of issue, but what is then important is that you can get it resolved quickly, and that's not really the case. So let me just show you what I mean. So in the payout section, you can also go and see past payouts. And here you can see I have a $50 payout, a PayPal payout that I recently tried. It's actually been a few weeks at the time of recording this because I wanted to give them a little bit of time to solve this issue. But then I can click here to show the payout status because I didn't even get a message about there being an issue. I just, after like a week or so, I thought like, oh, it's actually strange. I didn't receive that money yet. And I went here and had to go here myself and check out the payout status. They didn't even have any system that told me about it, which is something I really don't like. That's just not a good system. But anyways, then let's click here, this payout status, so you can see what it says. So when I check this payout status, you can see that it just says that it's expected or requested, and then supplier is notified. And it looks like the supplier might have delivery issues right now, and they will try to get a new payout ready for me. But you know that's been like that for like several weeks now, and like the supplier might have a delivery issue. I'm getting paid via PayPal. If Web or PayPal has cash, they can transfer to me via PayPal, saying that the supplier doesn't have any money now, right? You know, find an option. This doesn't make sense, but it becomes even more confusing when I then close this down because then a new message pops up. Because you can see when I then close it down, this was not there before, then suddenly this is there now. And then it says, request is on hold for our security system is currently checking your account for suspicious behavior. Please do not contact our support. We cannot speed up the process. So there's several issues here. Okay, there's some kind of security system going on. You know, I do know service sites have a lot of fraud, so sometimes there can be some kind of trigger. I know I've done everything, honestly. I always talk about, you shouldn't cheat, you don't use VPN, nothing like that. I never do, but sometimes there can be some kind of flag anyways, and that's fair enough. But it has been, 3 weeks or something like that, 2 or 3 weeks at the time of recording this, and it didn't even show up first. It's not until I show the payout status where it says, oh, the supplier doesn't have PayPal cash, which is like a weird excuse, and then suddenly, oh, your account is on hold. Okay, that can happen. But what they then tell me is, do not contact our support. So it's been several weeks and I'm not allowed to contact their support. They do not tell me how long I need to wait for this. And I just have to sit and wait for my money instead of getting paid. I, of course, hope that I actually will get paid. But right now I have no idea and I cannot get an update about when I potentially would get paid. And this is what really concerns me. I have been paid by PayPal in the past without any issues. But now suddenly there is an issue with my account. That's fair if not, but just ask me about it. Let's, work it out. I can explain you everything I've done. There's nothing suspicious there. I don't have a problem with getting checked like that. We can do that, but they don't even give me that chance. They haven't even sent me an email. I had to go here myself to search for this information, and this is just a really bad user experience, and this really concerns me that they have a system that don't tell you about this, and where you're actually not allowed to contact support when there is an issue, so you can prove that everything is honest and that you actually should just get your money. And at the same time they have this confusing message like, oh, it's because our supplier, oh, now it's your account. So like, what is it? Do you not have the money, or is there a problem with my account? Just give me a straight answer. So the system definitely needs some work, in my personal opinion. I used to like it because it was a fairly simple website and it paid fairly quickly, but this issue, it doesn't mean that I won't get paid. Hopefully I will still get my money, I hope so, but how they deal with it, that's for me is important when it comes to service sites. How do they deal with issues? I understand they have strict security. I do not have a problem with that, because I think people that are trying to cheat service sites should actually, of course, get caught and get banned and all that. So I don't have a problem with that. But how they deal with it tells a lot about a service site. And from what I have recently experienced, I'm not impressed with how PayPal is currently dealing with this. So to sum it all up, PayPal is a way to potentially earn some extra money by taking paid surveys. I have been paid by it in the past, but as you can see, I am currently having issues with my payouts, and that is of course one thing that can happen, but I really do not like how they are dealing with this, and that is why I will, even if I manage to get my money, I will stop actually using PayPal, because I just don't think it's worth it anymore when you can't actually get in contact with them. You need to be able to get support when there is any kind of issue. Of course, if you have cheated, don't expect to get help or anything like that. If you use VPN, anything like that, I don't have a problem with them people just being banned like that. But for legit users, you should be able to get support and not just be told some kind of weird story that is also contradictory and all that. So that's my current experiences with PayPal, and I will also update if I ever hear back from them about this payout in a full written review I have on my website. I'll leave a link to that below so you can go and check that out. But also, as mentioned, this is, no matter what, likely a service-side and app I will stop using and just focus on others, because there's so many other great alternatives. So I will also leave a link below for a list I have of the best service sites. You can find lists in different countries and find the exact best ones for you. But no matter what, I hope this video helped you, and if it did, make sure to hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.